All right, so we know you want to have good ankle mobility to help with performance in all sorts of squatting activities, running, you name it, jumping. If your ankle's not doing what it's supposed to, your knees and hips are doing extra. How do we determine you have enough? I'm going to have my foot, the inside of my foot, perpendicular to a vertical surface. My toe is 4 inches off that surface, and I'm going to just reach forward until my knee touches that surface. Notice my heel didn't shift at all. There's no gapping there at all, and I didn't pronate or supinate or anything wacky to try to get it along that. That's pretty good. If I can't get there, if I see this gap at all, if I start to see strategies like this, the knee going in or out, we're going to assume that you need some more ankle mobility. And how do we get that? Well, here's one way. You can do this with your shoe on or with your shoe off, but here's the most basic stretch. I'll just take my foot, I'll pop it right up on the wall, I'll keep my legs straight, and I'll just push my hip right towards the wall. And there's a nice straight-legged stretch that's getting into the gastroc. That's the bigger, higher muscle on the outside. Okay, if I want to get the soleus, I'm going to bend the knee a little bit. Now I'm going to push the knee there, and that gets a little deeper in that flat, long muscle underneath. That's the soleus. All right, so there's a couple of good quick stretches right there. You can do the same thing hanging off of a step. If I come over here, and I assume this is a step, I'm going to get my foot in here. Notice the inside of my foot is, again, perpendicular to the wall. I'm going to come up here and I'll hang off of this, just like that, for a minute or two. And that's, again, getting into gastroc. I'll come back up, and I'll bend the knee slightly, and then I'll hang my weight on there. And now I'm getting into the soleus there. So again, we're doing the same thing. If this is not enough of a stretch, I can hold a weight in one hand, all right, to actually give me a little bit more weight, a little more pull on that. The other thing I can do is I can actually come to the top and hold my weight up on my toe, and I'll hold it for 2 or 3 minutes until that muscle group is completely fatigued, and then I will come down and hang. And I'll hang for at least 60 seconds, if not a minute or so, and that will really wipe those calves out. Do not do that before any kind of activity, all right, because that calf is going to be completely exhausted at that point. If you have any more questions, just hit us up in the comments below.